Hey everyone, Ben here. Now what do iRacing, Le Mans Ultimate and AMS2 all have in common? And what can each learn from F1 25? The answer is, they've all promised their users that a career mode will arrive at some stage in the future. The best example I've seen of this kind of mode in racing games is in the official F1 series, and F1 25 is probably the best installment yet for team management and driver career options. So, as developers are toiling away on creating similar modes for iRacing, LMU and AMS2, what should they be learning from what F1 25 gets right? First things first, the fundamentals of driving and racing in the game have to be solid. Bells and whistles in a career mode won't be enough to distract from a driving experience that comes up short. F1 25 isn't going to be winning any awards for its physics and force feedback. iRacing, LMU and AMS2 all win hands down there. On the other hand, the wheel-to-wheel racing with AI drivers is very good. Probably among the best I've experienced in any game. For a career mode to be fun to play, you need AI drivers that won't just follow each other around in trains, are subject to obvious rubber banding, or disappear out of sight when you're not there. F1 25's AI isn't perfect, they still have excellent levels of grip in the wet for example, but it does engage in combat with the player and other AI competitors, and makes most races great fun to participate in. However, the biggest challenge in creating a compelling career mode in a racing game is giving you, the player, a sense of being part of a living, breathing world of racing. It's not enough to simply have a string of races or championships, that can get old fast. To have longevity, there has to be more going on, or at least the illusion of more going on. At a basic level, the presentation of the game matters. The more detail and life that is captured in the graphics and lighting engine, the more immersive the title is going to be. In different ways, iRacing, AMS2 and LMU all have things they need to work on in this regard. A sense of progression towards goals is a must too, either from rags to riches, through tiers of racing series, or from the back of the grid to the front, and progress shouldn't be linear. Career modes should also be dynamic. F1 25 career modes boast driver transfers, team performance changes, sponsors, new technical regulations that reset research development, events where your choices shape outcomes, on-track and off-track rivalries, and more besides. At the moment, iRacing, LMU and AMS2 don't have any such features. F1 25 not only has them, but all of these systems are presented in a way which captures the trappings of the real-world sport, while being light touch and fun to engage with. And it leaves you feeling like even if you weren't playing the game, the world would, to a degree at least, continue going on without you. Of course, one way or another, it's all scripted, but it doesn't feel that way when you're playing. Maybe after a few seasons the magic will wane, but even that observation underlines the importance of integrating these features into a career mode. Without them, it quickly becomes a grind, and you lose the really immersive nature of the mode altogether. Linked to this, sports career modes have long since integrated RPG elements, which gamify progression from season to season. Racing titles like iRacing, AMS2 and LMU should be a good fit for this, as F1 25 demonstrates. For example, in my team, each race weekend you can complete practice programs to earn R&D points. Those points are spent researching upgrades to the car across 4 areas. Once researched, parts need to be built for cash. Your main sources of income are sponsors who give you money based on your performance relies on having a quick car, which relies on researching new parts, and on the gameplay loop goes. If anything, F1 25 has crept close to the Forza Horizon trap of having too many RPG systems to engage with owner training in my team, facilities improvements and fan rating all needing to be considered alongside the core gameplay loop. Of course, the more hardcore sims don't need to engage in the team management fantasy. The focus can remain on progressing as a driver in a more realistic environment, impressing other teams, securing personal sponsors, and achieving racing goals. Crucially, there should almost always be something to do or to aim for if a career mode is going to be meaningful and have longevity. Right now, single player racing in iRacing, LMU and AMS2 does not provide this, and a bare bones career mode won't fix it. To attract players, it will need to be fully featured, immersive and engaging. But this is a huge undertaking, reflected in the long time horizon for seeing a career mode actually break cover in any of those titles. While it's easy to be a sim racing snob about titles like F1 25, this is one area these more thoroughbred sims should look to learn from as they do so. In the meantime, if you race on iRacing and you're setting out in your online sports car career, check out this guide on screen now for helpful tips as to how to progress.